The crushing weight of debt. Are you worried about money? Do you feel like you are drowning in debt? You are not alone. Millions of people are struggling to make ends meet. The good news is that there is hope. You can break free from the debt trap and achieve financial freedom. Debt can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders. It can cause stress, anxiety, and even depression. When you are in debt, it can feel like you are living paycheck to paycheck. You may be afraid to answer the phone or check your mail because you are afraid of bill collectors, but it doesn't have to be this way. There is a way out. By taking control of your finances, you can break free from the debt trap and start living a life of financial peace. In this essay, we will show you how. The first step to breaking free from debt is to understand how you got there in the first place. One of the biggest reasons people fall into debt is because they spend more money than they earn. There are many reasons why people overspend. Sometimes, it is because they are trying to keep up with the Joneses. They see their friends and neighbors buying new cars, taking lavish vacations, and they want the same things. They may feel pressure to buy things they don't need to impress people they don't even like. Other times, people overspend because they are not paying attention to their spending habits. They may use credit cards without thinking about the consequences. They might buy things on impulse without considering if they can afford them. The first step to financial freedom is to identify your spending leaks. Track your spending for a month and see where your money is going. Write down everything you spend, from your morning coffee to your monthly rent payment. Once you know where your money is going, you can start to make changes. Debt can be a vicious cycle. It starts with overspending, often on things that seem necessary at the time but add up quickly. Then you start using credit cards to make ends meet, thinking it's just a temporary solution. Before you know it, you are in over your head, with balances that seem impossible to pay off. You are making minimum payments on your credit cards, but the balances never seem to go down. Each month, the interest piles up. This is because credit card interest rates are so high, often reaching levels that make it hard to make a dent in the principal amount. The average credit card interest rate is over 20%, which means a significant portion of your payment goes towards interest. That means that if you have a $1,000 balance on your credit card, you will pay over $200 in interest alone every year. This can quickly add up, and if you only make the minimum payment, it will take you years to pay off your debt. The interest keeps accumulating, making it feel like a never-ending cycle. Being in debt can take a toll on your health. The constant worry and stress can be overwhelming. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. The mental burden of debt is heavy and can affect every aspect of your life. It can also lead to physical health problems like headaches, insomnia, and high blood pressure. The stress manifests in various ways. When you are stressed about money, it is hard to focus on anything else. Your productivity at work can suffer, and your relationships may be strained. You may not be able to sleep at night, constantly worrying about how to make ends meet and pay off your debt. You may be short-tempered with your loved ones, causing tension and conflict in your personal relationships. The good news is that there is a way out of the debt cycle. It requires discipline and a solid plan, but it is achievable. It starts with making a plan to repay your debt. Seek advice from financial experts, create a budget, and stick to it. With determination, you can regain control of your finances. There are two popular methods for debt repayment: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. Each method has its own unique approach and benefits, so it's important to understand both before deciding which one is right for you. The debt snowball method is a great way to stay motivated while you are paying off your debt. This method focuses on small victories that can keep you encouraged throughout your repayment journey. With the debt snowball method, you list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rate. This way, you can quickly see progress as you eliminate smaller debts first. Then, you make minimum payments on all of your debts except for the smallest one. This ensures that you stay current on all your obligations while focusing your efforts on one debt at a time. You put as much extra money as you can towards the smallest debt until it is paid off. This might mean cutting back on non-essential expenses or finding additional sources of income. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you take the money you were putting towards that debt and apply it to the next smallest debt, and so on. This creates a snowball effect, helping you gain momentum as you go. The debt avalanche method is similar to the debt snowball method, but instead of focusing on the smallest debt first, you focus on the debt with the highest interest rate. This method is designed to save you the most money over time. This method will save you money on interest in the long run. By tackling high-interest debts first, you reduce the amount of interest you pay overall, which can significantly shorten your repayment period. Whichever method you choose, the most important thing is to be consistent. Regular payments are key to making progress and eventually becoming debt-free. Make a plan and stick to it. Consistency and dedication are crucial to successfully paying off your debts. It may be tough at first, but it will be worth it in the end. Achieving financial freedom is a rewarding experience that brings peace of mind and opens up new opportunities for your future. Section 5. The Budgeting Blueprint. Take control of your money. A budget is, well, a plan for your money. It helps you track your income and expenses so you can make informed decisions about where your money is going. When you create a budget, you are essentially giving yourself a raise. The first step to creating a budget is to track your income and expenses. Once you know where your money is going, you can start to make adjustments. You may need to cut back on your spending in some areas or find ways to increase your income. There are many different budgeting methods. One popular method is the 50/30/20 budget. With this method, you allocate 50% of your after-tax income to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to your savings and debt repayment. Another popular method is the envelope system. With this method, you divide your cash into different envelopes for different spending categories such as groceries, transportation, and entertainment. Once the cash in an envelope is gone, you are done spending in that category for the month. Section 6. Emergency Fund, your financial safety net. An emergency fund is a savings account that is specifically designed to cover unexpected expenses. Life is full of surprises and not all of them are good. Your car could break down, you could lose your job, or you could have a medical emergency. These unexpected events can be costly, and if you're not prepared, they can derail your finances and lead to debt. That's why it's important to have an emergency fund. An emergency fund can help you cover these unexpected expenses without going into debt. Start by saving a small amount of money each month, even if it's just $50 or $100. As you get into the habit of saving, you can gradually increase the amount you save each month. Aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Section 7. Investing for the future. Grow your money. Investing is one of the most important things you can do to build wealth over time. By putting your money into various investment vehicles, you can potentially earn returns that outpace inflation and increase your net worth. It allows you to put your money to work for you so that it can grow faster than inflation. This means that your purchasing power increases and you can achieve your financial goals more quickly. When you invest, you are essentially buying a piece of a company or asset. This ownership can provide you with dividends, interest, or capital gains depending on the type of investment. There are many different types of investments, but some of the most common include stocks, bonds, and real estate. Each of these has its own set of risks and rewards. Stocks represent ownership in a company. They can be volatile, but they also offer the potential for high returns. When you buy stock in a company, you are buying a small piece of that company. This can give you a say in how the company is run and a share in its profits. Bonds are loans that you make to governments or corporations. They tend to be less risky than stocks but usually offer lower returns. When you buy a bond, you are lending money to the issuer for a set period. In return, you receive regular interest payments and the return of your principal when the bond matures. Real estate is another popular investment. It can provide rental income, tax advantages, and the potential for property value appreciation. This could include buying a rental property, flipping houses, or investing in commercial real estate. Each type of real estate investment has its own set of challenges and rewards. Before you start investing, it is important to do your research and understand the risks involved. This means looking into the historical performance, fees, and potential downsides of each investment. You should also consider your investment goals and risk tolerance. Are you looking for short-term gains or long-term growth? How much risk are you willing to take on? If you are not sure where to start, you can talk to a financial advisor. They can help you create a personalized investment plan that aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Section 8. Staying on track. Maintaining financial discipline. Maintaining financial discipline is crucial for long-term financial success. It requires you to be mindful of your spending habits, stick to your budget, and make conscious choices that align with your financial goals. One of the most important aspects of financial discipline is delaying gratification. In today's world, it's easy to fall into the trap of instant gratification. We're constantly bombarded with advertising that encourages us to buy things we don't need, and we live in a society that often values material possessions over financial security. Another important aspect of financial discipline is avoiding impulse purchases. Impulse purchases can quickly derail your budget and sabotage your financial goals. Before you make a purchase, ask yourself if you need it, if it aligns with your budget, and if you can afford it. Remember, financial discipline is not about depriving yourself, it's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. By practicing financial discipline, you can break free from the cycle of debt, achieve financial freedom, and live a more fulfilling life. Section 9. Your journey to financial freedom starts now. Achieving financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to learn and adapt. Start by taking small steps, such as creating a budget, paying off debt, and building an emergency fund. Remember that you don't have to do this alone. There are many resources available to help you, including financial advisors, books, websites, and podcasts. Educate yourself about personal finance and seek guidance when needed. The most important thing is to take action and stay committed to your goals. By taking control of your finances, you can break free from the money trap and create a brighter future for yourself and your loved ones. The path to financial freedom starts with a single step. Take that step today, and never stop moving forward.